What's up guys, it's Ghost and today I'm bringing you another video based around King of Fighters. As I said in my last video, I feel like King of Fighters is a really slept on game, and I kind of want more people to get into it. I mean, it's one of those fighters where everything isn't, of course, is not perfect, no fighter is, but it's really good, and I feel like most people don't give it the credit it deserves. So today I'm going to give you 5 reasons on why you should buy King of Fighters 14. One reason is it's not Street Fighter 5. No, I'm joking, but seriously, in King of Fighters, it stands out on its own, so I'm not really trying to make this whole comparison video, but giving you reasons why it does stand out on its own. Its mechanics are definitely, I feel like they're very well done, and everyone has whatever they need, such as, for an example, Robert is a very good character. He's not OP, he's just a very good character. He's very solid, he's got a good uppercut, good fireball. But the thing is, not everyone has these tools like Robert does. So, some characters have uppercuts. Well, they don't have uppercut specials. They have anti-airs. Almost every character has some sort of anti-air. Whether it's a normal, it's probably going to be one of the heavier punches or kicks, like a crouching punch. Similar to Mortal Kombat, where one of their crouching strong punches is an uppercut. It's either going to be that or a hard kick, something along those lines. Everyone has the tools that they need. If it's not a normal, it's a special. If you're dealing with someone who's doing a lot of zoning and you don't really have good tools for it, everyone has the universal mechanic of rolling. They have blowbacks. I forgot what it's called. When you're on defense and you use a bar to use blowbacks. Everyone has a tool that they need to survive in this game, and it really evens the playing field. Whether if a character is broken or not, which so far I've yet to see a character who's really like super overpowered, especially after this balance patch. I know Nakaruru was top tier, and Mian, or the one with the mask, I forgot her name. But everyone seems to have something that they can use to deal with the fight. Reason number 2, the game has a huge roster. It's 50 characters out the gate. And I know for new players, including myself, it can be a little scary getting into a new fighting game with over 50 characters, and they're just now announcing new DLC characters as of yesterday. So when it comes to like picking a character, you have a lot of time and a lot of characters to deal with. It's not like Tekken where everyone has 100 moves or so, but it is a little scary. And at the same time, this is going to sound crazy, but every character somewhat, they play differently. Of course they play differently, but some characters they play differently and yet the same but different. And I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's more of an experience thing you have to deal with, where people like Kyo, Iori, Rio, Robert, they all have good projectiles, good uppercuts with the same motions really, except it's just their properties, damage output, all being different. The characters, they just feel different. It doesn't feel like you're using the same Shoto with a different skin. Everyone kind of has their own unique design and play style, even with like the same type of moveset. It's really crazy that you're able to distinguish all these characters from another. Reason number 3, which is what really got me into the game when I first played the demo for 13, footsies felt really fast paced and they felt worth it. Like, I can play footsies all day with Billy and feel like I'm really getting somewhere, because this game is as flashy as it really is with all the specials, super cancels, climax cancels. It really all boils down to footsies. And footsies, they're actually hard in this game. I'm not gonna lie, unless you see your opponent just mashing buttons and you probably get a jump in, yeah, that's cool, you get a combo. Getting into combos, as much as they made this game easier for new players to get into, it's still, you actually need to put in effort for this game. What I don't like about Street Fighter 5, hate to bring it up, but it just, Street Fighter 5 is effortless. It really is. They dumbed it down too much. I feel this game, although I didn't play 13 for a huge amount of time, didn't get into the scene like that, I feel as if this game does a really good job of balancing new players, like introducing new players and keeping tech for old players. The game's combo system basically works like chaining normals into specials, into supers, into climax cancels basically, and it's a lot of meter, but at the same time you build I like how you gain a bar like after every death. Gaining meter is really not a problem in this game. So when you land a hit and you're using all that meter, it feels worth it because you fought to get that hit. It's not easy mode, and at the same time, it's not too difficult. They added the light punch combo. It's not going to get you all that far. It actually does less damage than you doing links into a special or super. So it's definitely worth using the meter. Reason number 4, the graphics update. The game looks a lot better from when it first came out. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the people who was kind of clowning the game. Of course, I was still gonna buy it because I wanted a new experience with a new fighting game. But I was one of the people clowning it, saying, wow, I didn't know they still made PS2 games. After the graphics update, it looks so much better. Like, I can really feel more in depth with the game now, and I know graphics shouldn't matter all that much, but they kind of mattered with this game on PS4. It just looks a lot better, so I really think you guys should give it a chance for those who were turned off by the graphics. And finally, the netcode is great. I play online all the time. I play LAN, I play Ethernet, I play plugged in. The online has been nothing but good to me. It's hardly been the best online experience like in game since I played Tekken Tag 2. And Tekken Tag 2 with the Ethernet cable has, I don't care what anyone says, it's underrated. Tekken Tag 2 has had the best netcode of any fighting game I have ever played in my life. Plugged in, it is not a problem. It's almost, well, I won't say almost playing like offline because that's really stretching it. But basically, King of Fighters has such a good online netcode. There is no reason not to play this game online. I've only played with 2 people who have like a bad connection, and that's been on them. Like, my connection is fine. It comes up on their side, it's like 2 bars, and like it's not all that. It's not bad, but it's only noticeable once it hits like 1-2 bars, even 3 bars. Haven't really had. Yeah, I dropped some combos here and there, but it's not that bad actually. It's better than Mortal Kombat's. It's sure as hell better than Street Fighter 5's. Definitely, I want to say better than Guilty Gear's. It's definitely like gotta be top 3. But those are my 5 reasons why you should buy King of Fighters 14. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.